And he gets ahead 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side.
Brings it in, standing inside the coach's box for out number 1.
Trent Jimbroni will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Number 85.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Fouled away. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch.
No.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
3-2 now. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Into the box now, Christopher Morel. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Now the 1-0.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Into the corner and slicing foul. 2 out, nobody on. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The Chattanooga Lookouts led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Vladimir Gutierrez earns his first win of the season.
13 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base.
Tran takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 4.
Leading off the inning, Afonso Rivas, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The first baseman, Alfonso.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball. 1-0.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Hines is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th.
Now batting, shortstop.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. He brings it in, and they have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. Chattanooga jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Packy Naughton takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year, as he finished the 7th.
A coach clues in a new team member on available resources. A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Tran comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 4.
Now here's the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left.
Rocket City, the second baseman, Zane
Friedel comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Ready for another chance? Brendan Sanger. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. Swing and a little blooper to center. In comes the center fielder, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
You know, D-Roll, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the third hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their third knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
Fortenberry will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. Into the box, Garrett Morgan. They'll be looking for something he can drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first.
Hey, let's go right here.
From the belt, the pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first. That 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Chattanooga Lookouts jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. T.J. Antone takes the win on the mound, his second of the year, allowing only a pair of hits in 8 full innings. Tran takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Lookout number 4.
Coming to the plate now, Gareth Morgan, and their runners at the corners now.
Gareth Morgan.
Hey, get ahead, stay ahead right here.
First pitch on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
I kind of like the aggressive attitude right here. I know he's in a jam. What does he do? He goes to his best stuff, and that's the fastball.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
Man, I'm interested to see this next pitch. 3 balls pounded on the inside half of the plate. He either has no respect for this hitter, or he's setting him up to go down and away.
Fouled off. Runners are at first and third with none out. And it's fouled away. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Now batting, shortstop, Connor.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1, the final score. The Chattanooga Lookouts secured their 10th victory of the season.
Ladies and
Tran comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
For the lookout, number 4.
All set to start the ninth in this one. Now at the plate, Xavier Fernandez. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
First baseman, Xavier Fernandez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Now at the plate, Connor Lean, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. He brings it in, and they have bounced back from losing the opener to take games 2 and 3 of this series as this one is over. And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. The Lookouts posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win.
This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them. A player new to his Double-A squad gets a tip from one of his coaches. Always looking to fill needs, clubs will explore every way a prospect might be capable of contributing. A pitching coach offers reassurance to a pitcher who's been knocked around a bit lately. After a brief trial move, this prospect is being returned to his original role. For now, anyways. A coach is sent to offer guidance on training for a specific position. This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them. From the ranks of hundreds of minor league prospects, the next generation of MLB superstars will eventually emerge. Determining which prospects will be those superstars is big business. and getting in on the ground floor is smart business. This prospect has become the object of a notable sports management company's attention. However impressive an agent's qualifications may be, the trading in of a long-time trusted mentor, but a fledgling must leave the nest, for a big world awaits. A manager checks in with his ball club. A first conversation with a new representative can be exhilarating to a young player. A savvy agent will engender confidence in his client. confidence that he has a world of possibilities at his fingertips. But the measure of a good agent is how well he can turn these possibilities into actualities. A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement. This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them. A pitcher is confronted with a less than stellar stat. With the season approaching its final stretch, a manager calls for heightened focus from his players. A pitching coach offers support to a player coming off a bit of a rocky outing. This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them. In the minor leagues, a lost season is never fully lost because any situation can be a teaching opportunity. A minor leaguer hears from his agent. Any chance young players get to acquire some postseason experience could be a major. Being in a hole in a minor league playoff series means an opportunity to teach young men about facing adversity.
Enters from the pen now as they've saved their closer until this deep into extra innings. Bottom of the 12th inning now. Settling in now, Zach Short. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. High in the air out to center field. Schebler is right there, one down. Jared Young will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 19.
Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, but this will land untouched. Bases are empty, one man out. Fouled away. Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
2-2 the count. Now the pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Digging in to try it again. Guillermo Santana. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Santana.
2 down now.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch.
That's inside. Ball.
The 1-0 home.
2-0.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
That's up. That's
Pops this one up. LaValle has room in foul territory. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game. Time for one last check of the line score in this extra innings victory. Well, sometimes that defining moment of the game is the ending. He came in and erased any hope the opposition may have had, and for that, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, it's awfully comforting to have a guy like this you can call on to shut the door for you. He went out there and put the hammer down, and sometimes that's easier said than done.
The final line score for our ball.
This pitching coach wants to see his guy be able to deliver the knockout punch. This minor league team is reminded that the eyes of the organization are keeping tabs on them. An agent checks in with a client currently in the minors. A player receives input from a coach. This manager is hoping to stoke the competitive fire of his pitchers. A manager checks in with his ball club.